Today is May the 30th. I am Jennifer from Cultaholic, and this is This Day in Wrestling, and I'm joined by Adam Pacitti.
I've just, I lost my watch.
What did you?
At the weekend, yeah, a party. Yeah, this is
Who's
mental.
got Adam's watch?
No, I know what happened to it. So I lost it, and it was on the floor. And then I saw it like an hour later, and this guy was stood on it, arguing, shouting at this woman. And I went up, and I punched him in the nose. Seriously, punched him in the nose, gave him a broken nose. You don't do that, not on my watch.
Oh dear!
What happened? Come on!
Oh dear, I did not see that coming. Oh wow, oh wow.
This day in wrestling.
Wow, well,
Didn't even laugh. Oh, I think that's really good. I laughed my arse off when I heard that. Go on. I'm just going to do jokes from now, I think.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Just better ones. So, 1987! We'll go to 1987. It's a debut!
It sure is.
You like a debut, I like a debut. And I would like to welcome the Midnight Rockers.
AKA The Rockers. Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels.
Their WWF debut on this date in 1987.
Yes, and they had their televised debut, I think, 4 days later. And then soon after, they were fired for partying too hard.
What a crime.
Yeah, a tag team.
I think that's awesome though, like if you're gonna get fired, do it for
Yeah,
fun.
why not?
And that was their thing, that was their gimmick.
Yep, they never held the tag titles officially. They had a match with the Hart Foundation in which I think it was the middle rope broke, or maybe it might have been the top rope, a ring rope broke. And they captured the tag titles on that show, but because the match was a bit of a mess, it never made it to air and it isn't officially recognised.
Really?
As ever happening. Yeah, it's very, very sad.
That is sad. Yeah. But they went on to have a pretty good run when they got rehired. So that was good. But yeah, that was their debut. Non-televised, but debut nonetheless.
I went into the butcher's the other day.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just about to order some sausages, and the butcher said to me, "Do you see those? Do you see that beef hanging from the ceiling? I bet you can't reach it." And I said, "Oh, I'm not taking that bet, mate." He said, "Why not?" I said, "The stakes are too high."
Oh no.
What else happened on this day in wrestling? I don't know what I'm doing.
I was like, I'm so glad there's very few things that happen this day in wrestling that we don't need to do this all the time. 2008. WWE.com airs the 513th episode of Heat.
Why is that important?
It's important because this was actually the last episode of Heat.
Oh,
I know. But, really cool thing actually, it was only supposed to be a 6-episode series.
Six episode series.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Six
If
episode I said the other word, then you can see the difference.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
I'm not going to.
It's a show that actually had sort of importance to it. It often aired directly before pay-per-views, and they would actually have storyline stuff happening on it, which built up to the pay-per-views. It was an important
so it was relevant
show
to watch that.
Yeah, it was not one you ever needed to watch.
No, but
it was the C show, but they did stuff on it, and I think I've included the last ever card on here, the last ever match. If you want to go through that, this is...
Yeah, so Snitsky defeated Super Crazy.
Huge.
Classic. This is quite big actually. Santino Marella defeated Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and that was Hacksaw's final match as a full-time wrestler.
Yeah, he came back and he did a few bits since, but
wee bits and bobs, but like I think that's
but his position on the card here, he was getting released soon, and it wasn't an important. It's an interesting match, I guess, because it's his last. But I mean, it's not a big match, is it? Santino versus.
Trying to find a positive.
Sure, sorry.
Squash that. Never mind. And Lance Cade defeated Jeff McAllister. Now,
Lance Cade was very talented, trained by Shawn Michaels. Unfortunately, died very young. But as I say again, it turned into a show that didn't mean anything, and it was one of those ones that they would tape pre-weekly show, just because it's easy. An hour of TV that they can make quite a lot of money from, but they just stopped caring. And so, yeah, I guess eventually they scrapped it.
But trying to find a positive again,
Sure.
was supposed to only run for 6 episodes in the
Yeah.
summer of '98.
No, you're right.
And in 2008, we made it 2. So that's a good 10 years. Well done, Heat. Don't miss you. 2011, Kia Stevens, who we know better as Awesome Kong.
Yep,
But
Karma.
she debuted as Karma in WWE. She announces today that she's pregnant and is forced to take leave of absence, obviously,
Yeah.
due to the pregnancy, which, she'd only debuted not that long.
Yeah, no, she hadn't been around for long. Like, tragically, she lost the baby, unfortunately. As far as I guess WWE goes, to me, Awesome Kong is one of those big what ifs.
Absolutely.
She came along just before, or a few years before the sort of the women's revolution, but she was you couldn't present her as anything other than legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was terrifying, did fantastic work in TNA as a monster heel, and I think the landscape would be different even today.
Yeah.
And it may the women's revolution may have even happened sooner with her around.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just a really tragic story, and one that we'll never see. Like, she entered the Rumble. She's just so very, very talented. And yeah, that was very tragic.
We've got birthdays today, which is great news.
What's the first birthday, Jennifer?
We will go with a new main roster member.
Yes.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose. No, I worry about
I
No
don't
Way,
get
Jose.
this at all.
I didn't mind him as a character down in NXT.
I don't get it.
Do you not?
Nope. I want to, because he's so positive and he's so fun, but I just don't get it.
He's just Adam Rose, isn't he? He's got his Rose buds, his Jose buds.
That's a good point, actually.
That didn't work, and I don't see that much difference between his character and Adam Rose's.
Spanish.
Yeah, there you go. Sure. I don't think. I hope I'm proven wrong.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
No.
And I don't see how, on a main roster, how that's going to stand the test of time. Or
No, it didn't for Brodus Clay. It didn't for Adam Rose. What other
But it's his
wacky dancing
birthday.
gimmicks are there?
Yeah. You know what? Let's be
Ernest
positive.
Cat
You're
Miller.
on the main roster, no Jose. That's amazing.
If you still are at this point.
I hope
Happy
you are.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Wait a second. You've got a joke that you wanted to tell.
I don't want to tell it.
You said you.
No one's gonna laugh now.
People are going to laugh.
Okay. I'm gonna laugh. Right. How does an elephant ask for a bun?
How does an elephant ask for a bun?
He's a bun.
Jack's laughing at that. You're laughing at your own joke. Mine went down like a pissing lead balloon.
The elephant can speak.
I get it.
Oh my god.
Why does it want a bun?
It had a Scottish accent as well. He's a bun. He's a bun. Great. Great.
My goodness, I'm so funny. That is my favourite joke of all time. And you can use it for any sort of snack that you like.
See the arm when she held the arm out? That was the trunk.
I got that. So it doesn't have to be a bun. It could be a can of Sprite,
Mars bars,
a
another
Mars
one.
bar. It could be a
Here's some
hamburger.
chips.
But you've got to do it in the Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Please take that joke, use it as your own. It's my gift
Or
to
one
you.
of my ones, the good ones. So you've got one more birthday
I've
for
got
us.
one more birthday, and it's somebody that I love.
Okay.
I would like to wish a very happy birthday to Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's a strong birthday.
Legend!
Trust me.
Is that your impression?
Yeah, that's a good impression. That was the opening to his heel theme. Jake the Snake, one of the best talkers ever, is doing very well now.
Yep.
Has gone through some awful things.
Absolutely awful things. And do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. See, in terms of his wrestling career, I more fell in love with him because of his personal demons and the story of him outside the ring.
That's really interesting.
Right? I'll be honest, there you go. It's probably unpopular, but
these were first sort of brought to light in Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
And there was some really nasty things we won't go into now. But
no, not at the time.
he has made an unbelievable, what a feel-good story.
An absolute, like, 180 in his life.
DDP.
Like,
It's DDP, isn't it? What a guy.
Honestly, he's amazing. I think it just shows such a strength and character that he's, you know, had all these knockdowns in his life and he's fallen off the wagon himself, and yet he's always come back. Like,
Never held a belt in WWE.
no. Held a snake,
Ludicrous.
though. Held a snake. Held a big snake.
He held a few big snakes.
What was the snake called again?
Damien.
Damien, that was it.
I don't know. It says a lot that he didn't hold a belt in the way that, you know what, he never really needed one. He stood out amongst so many big characters because of his intense promos, his very solid in-ring work, specifically his in-ring psychology.
Yeah.
He didn't need a belt because every feud that he was in meant something.
Yep. You're definitely right.
And he elevated the careers of lots and lots of wrestlers.
Definitely.
Lots of wrestlers. One of my fondest wrestling memories is Earthquake squishing the snake.
That's
Which
your
says a lot
fondest.
about-
Yeah, I was going to say that says
my early
so
it's
much
just
about
one
your
that
warped
sticks out.
mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Ugh.
I don't know. No, Jake the Snake Roberts, amazing.
Amazing guy, and I really hope you're having the loveliest of days.
Oh man, when he came back on Raw a few years ago, sorry, you were closing it out there.
No, but tell me, 'cause
when
I
I
like
saw
it
him, he
passion.
came out and he put the snake on Dean Ambrose's face. And Dean Ambrose was corpsing because he was so happy to be sharing
No
that
wonder.
moment with Jake the Snake Roberts.
No wonder.
Yeah, he's the best, isn't he? Go on, do the outro.
What's that? Bye.
He's a bun.
He's a man. So that was this day in wrestling, and you can follow me on Twitter here. If you like what we do at Cultaholic, you can support us by pledging to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.